Summer is official. We at the pool parties, everything kicking off. Still light outside. We got the blinds right here. Kind of goes with the album cover a little bit. J Ammo. Shout out to J Ammo, producer, singer, songwriter. We talking real singers. All the AI stuff, real musicians here. Jay often does live shows. Him and his guitar brother, we gonna get him in here. Shout out to Drips. What's going on, brother? We gonna get him, and we just gonna play some music and vibe out, man. That's what we do. Real music. Let's let this play. See if we get him in here. And produced by Amari. This is, you know, we got so much variety on this album. J Beats, what's up? J Beats in the building. We got to do a J Beats hour, man, for sure. Jay, let's get it, brother.
Lights, camera, action.
Let's see if it works. Hey, there it is. Yep. What's going on, Jay? I can't see you yet. I can't see. It's a black screen.
It's not loaded.
Hold on. Let's give it a little bit. Sometime. Hey, there we go.
There you go. It works.
Happy Thursday, brother. Thank you for joining.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me. Happy Thursday.
Thank you so much. How did the show go last week?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a good time. They enjoyed themselves and stuff like that. They never know what to expect, and I never know what to expect, but it was good. It was good.
I'm going to throw you the alley-oop, man. So, Jay, shout out to John Pearson. They met each other, I think, was it in Nashville?
No, in Clarksville, actually.
Clarksville. And, yeah, we met Jay through John, and Jay has been super awesome to work with. And shout out to Amari. I want to make sure I'm saying his name right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amari. This is, I think, you have 3 compilations, and this is the solo album right now, just dropped this week, Legacy. So I want to throw you the alley-oop to introduce yourself and cover whatever you want to cover before we dive in.
All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? It's your boy, J Ammo, all the way from Guyana. I was born and raised in South America, man. I moved to the States back in 2016 with my family. Did a whole bunch of different things, lived a bunch of different lives, but we can get into that later. And yeah, it was always about the music for me and telling a story and making sure that people receive some sort of outlet through the form of music that myself and Amari make. So all these songs, this entire album is just a compilation of everything that we've been through and I've been through individually, and maybe some other people, like some of the songs that it's not my personal stories, but it's from things that people experience. So yeah, man. So we just try to put it all into art.
I love it so much. And if you want to because I got a couple of songs right now, the album is 24 tracks. Like, it's a whole, like you mentioned, you and Amari just telling a life story. And I like to put, like, a lot of our albums, you know, it's not like we do it for film and TV, but the album can be like, tell its own story. So like the presentation of it, you know, I picked out 5 tracks, but I also want to let you, any tracks that you feel like you really want to highlight, that we make sure we play those, because we're just going to dive into inspirations. Is there one off the top of your head? We just kind of brought in Cinema for the intro, but
Cinema. Yeah, Cinema is a very interesting song. I wrote that song in Mari's mom's basement. Yeah. I wrote the first part when I was homeless for a little bit, and I lived at like a hotel, right? So I wrote the first part of it at a hotel, and one winter he was around, and I was like, hey man, I know we haven't like done music in a minute, but do you have like a setup that we could do? He was like, yeah man, come through to the spot. So I did, and then we finished Cinema, and it's basically a song about what I would like, you know, for my life. You know what I'm saying? And everything does feel like a movie. Like when I think about it, everything that I write about or everything that I've experienced to that point, it's like, I know it seems like it's like about a female, but sometimes how things work out for you, it just feels like it only belongs in movies, you know?
Hey, that's real. We have to replay that one. Like, we have to play that. Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, because that really highlights of any artist that excuses of why they can't do it or why they can't record. Were you living with Amari at that time?
No. We never lived together. We just worked together.
Dude, that's amazing, man. Dude, and shout out to all the basement crews, man. That's what I do. Everything from the basement, man. I'm telling you, it's one of those magical places that I feel like people pay for all these big studios, and they get there and they get all under all this lights and stuff and time crunches. And man, I'm a basement writer, man. Just give me some chill time and it'll write itself. So I
Yeah.
love it. Here we go. I'm gonna play that from the top because listening to it with that set of ears on it. Shout out Amari, man. We got to get Amari in here, man. Let's get Amari, and we're gonna play Cinema while we bring him in. Here we go.
Got you.
You must think I'm crazy, but my mind's been going in and out about you. I see you in my daydream. Thoughts are the psychic thoughts about you. Fragment of memory, and it reimagines you. It ain't nothing fancy, but believe me, it's all true. I've been searching about you, girl. I know that before it feels like a dream situation that we gon' end up cutting right. Lights, camera, action.
Super smooth, man. Super
Yeah.
smooth. I love it.
Yeah.
And the chorus on that. Let's go ahead and get Amari in here if we can. If because hopefully the audio will hold up, and that way we can talk about the production. Hey, we can cover everything. Because that choir right there, is that you doing the whole choir and everything in the back?
Nah, that's him, man. That's him. That's what he does.
Oh, man. So we'll try to get him in here if he's available here shortly. But man, I absolutely love that. And speaking of just creating from scratch, from your background of singing, because I can't sing. I can't sing worth nothing. So basically, it's funny. It's like when you're like in middle school. I don't know when you discover you could sing. But what is your background in singing?
My background is like when I was growing up, I was in like we call it like primary school, like back where I'm at. I never like paid attention to like what I sound like on my voice and stuff like that. But when I really knew, not from me, but from like other people that I could sing, is when my first time singing in church back in 2009, I guess, or a little later than that, 2008. I had made a bet with my mom and my sister that I would do like a song for their Christmas. They had like a Christmas concert thing for the church.
Yeah.
And they didn't know I could sing. We all lived in the same house. They didn't know I could sing or anything like that. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And it was just random. And they were like, you're going to do it? You can't even, you don't even like to talk, Yeah. And then my dad had this little, he had this little digital camera that I would take every time it's like Christmas season. They would show like Christmas songs on the TV. So I wanted to learn like one is particular, like a Chris Brown cover of this is Christmas or this Christmas or something like that. Yeah. And I took the camera and I set it next to the TV when the commercial came on with the entire song, learned it just like how Chris Brown sang it. That's the way I learned it. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. And when the time came, sure enough, delivered, and it just changed my life in a way that I wasn't even prepared for in that moment.
Man, that is amazing. And I'm glad you shared that, because then you also play the guitar, right? So the guitar was just something you picked up?
Yeah, my somebody in the choir, he came up to me after that concert day. I was still sweating, my palms were still cold, everything was I was just nervous still. He was like, "You're gonna be in the choir." I was like, "What now?" He's like, "Look, yeah, you're gonna be in the choir." And he played guitar, so he became like my godfather. So he played the guitar, and he was like, "Look, singing and playing the guitar goes hand in hand. So I'm gonna teach you how to do it." And then from then I was about 14 or 13 years old, I think.
Yeah, man, phenomenal. Yeah. And we're gonna dive in because I want the people to know about your backstory a little bit. I think I might have feedback from, I don't know if it's my mic. Is that the mic you're using right in front of you?
No. I'm just using like whatever's on my phone, but I could get some earbuds or something like that if that'll help.
Well, I don't think we need it. I think when I play music, I just want to make sure I can still hear you and it doesn't pop through. But you sound great, and we're gonna dive into that like your background, and because it's an amazing story of how you got here and everything leading up to this. And just because, man, we're really real people, and I want people to listen to the album and know, like, because you can hear the music, you can hear it through the music. So the next song I was gonna say, I got them on shuffle on my end, but I'll let you choose. We had Prince slotted to load up next. We want to mix up the tempos a little bit, but totally up to you.
Prince, dang. That song was based out of pure fun. So one of my friends, like, I send my songs every time I get done with Mari. I send them to like a specific group of people sometimes to listen to them. Hey, this is what I got, because they put out music too, but some of them just stop. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm the only one that kind of just stuck with it.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, man, I want to make something fun and groovy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he started like messing around with some stuff on the drum pad in the studio and some keys, right? And I'm like, all right, let's see what I could do to that. So for about 30 minutes, he's just messing around and just doing whatever Mari does. You just leave him quiet, and I just sit in a corner. I start writing from then, and then he just continues from whatever he's doing, and I'm in the corner writing. So whatever I hear, that's what I'm gonna start writing first. And if I start with one word, I'm sticking with it. I don't care how, I don't care how hard it is to follow. I'm gonna stick with it, and until the song is complete. So he just kept repeating the same stuff, like keep playing the same beat over and over, and as he went on, he just adds to it, and then from that, basically, you see what I'm saying? He's in the college, just leave him to do whatever he does.
Yeah,
you know, I call it doing Amari, right? So, yeah. And then he started playing, and I'm like, yo, can I get a little groovy, smoothie? Yeah, and then the rest is just what the song turned out to be.
Man, I love it. And that's something that doesn't come up often, like the live studio sessions. Like, I make beats, you know, now we have all this technology. It's like, yeah, send the beat. But I'm telling you, like, when we, you know, grew up doing music in the basement, it's like making a beat in person. The producer is actually kind of like DJing a little bit, because you're reading the room. And there's been time, it'd be like 3 to 5, 10 of us in the studio. And if somebody like, hey, what was that? All right, let's go and feed off of that. And then everybody would be writing it. In a different room, it sounds like the same track is being played for hours, but nah, it's being built. I love reading the room on that, man, because everybody creates it together, even if everyone's not playing it. So that's dope.
Yeah, because his form of writing is like through the beats, like mostly. Yeah. So I just have to like channel to that and then adjust whatever I'm going to write. Because I told him whenever we first start working, I'm never going to let us release anything that's garbage.
That's a good quote.
Yeah, I would never let us release something that we don't feel good about, that is subpar, that like to us. Maybe it might be trash to other people, but we don't care. As long as we're happy with like the standards that we have.
I love it.
And there's always room to refine it on his end mostly. He would want to keep refining it over and over and over till we get it right, like mix wise and stuff like that. But other than that, we pride ourselves in like whatever we make and the message that we put out. So we try to keep it as fun and loving as possible.
Great teamwork. How long have you guys been working together?
We started in 2021, I believe.
2021? Oh, man. It's like you guys been working together, well, feels like longer than that. So that's super dope, man. You guys, great synergy. And we're going to dive into more of the backstory. We're going to play Prince. And yeah, man, we're diving in. Go get the album right now. Legend, J Ammo, all produced by Amari. So you guys got a whole, it's a great variety. So let's rock and roll.
Yeah, can I get a little groovy, smoothie, feet kicked up in the jacuzzi? It's going down by the end of the night. It's 20 y'all about to come and get. And I ain't gonna lie, slick in my blood, so I am a bitch slide, no Uber. Drop top boot, ballin' like a alley-oop. What's your ETA, baby? Let me come and scoop. I bet you didn't know I could do like that. I like Michael when I'm on the track. I bet you didn't know I could do like this. Just like Prince when I talk my shit. I'm so got it like my smooth like butter when I'm stepping, quick when I walk, so you better put some pepper in. No, I'm never messed up, swagger from the neck up. Yeah, I'm like a hot dog, so you better catch up. and you ain't gotta break the sweat. Have you tripping like you're chilling with the blessed man. Don't even worry about the check, cause the size of these stacks about to make you wet. Yeah, yeah, step outside. You know I ain't a player, baby, don't be shy. Know you wanna in on what I got. We can start a fire, let's make it out. I bet you didn't know.
Super smooth.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
song is like, that song is, I don't know, man. That song, it just makes you want to laugh, you know, in the best way, and dance.
Yeah, that's a feel good vibe, man. You mentioned Michael and Prince in there, man. So like growing up, that's what we'll get into your backstory of coming to America and kind of what were your inspirations, you know, kind of growing up. And if you could tell the people about you weren't born here and then coming over here and then kind of getting grounded into music.
Yeah, so music started for me. Well, it really, when I started taking it serious, that's when I would count it from starting. So when people ask me, when did it start? I would say like 14 years old, but it really did start younger than that, you know, from my first ever CD. Oh, when I hit like 9 or 10, my aunt, she got me like this little Discman, this little CD player thing. I used to walk around with the
no skip on. Yeah.
With the little metal joints with little puffs on the ends.
Classic.
Yeah, my first ever CD she got me was like the Backstreet Boys CD, that blue disc. I think it's like their first album. So I learned every single song on that album. And then I got introduced to Michael Jackson slowly on like music video shows on TV and stuff like that. And then from Michael Jackson, then we started learning about James Brown, and then we started learning about it's kind of like everywhere because we couldn't control what came on the TV. It was one of them things where you have to turn it till it has like till the channel came on, you stuck with that until it turned off. Yeah. So that's how we learned, man. And I started getting into dancing first before singing.
Dope.
And then, you know, as the time went on, I started like singing more and more and more. And then other people, like I don't know what a good singer sounds like. Like I don't have like a live example. I've never seen like live music growing up and none of that stuff. So we had to be like our own kind of entertainment. Yeah. And when I had that little bug, I just held on to it. I held on to it, and music just became a thing. And then the guitar came in the picture, and it's like, okay, so I didn't have to worry about always having a beat playing or something. You know, I could make my own anywhere that I went. So I took that guitar everywhere. I was writing songs, about 2-3 songs a day, because I was just I was in deep love with what I just discovered. It felt like I was the first person to, you know, discover it in my head. Yeah. Because I had this deep love, man. And when we moved, it just amplified. You know, I wanted to do it more. So when my family moved to Jersey City back in 2016, that's the first thing I wanted to do when I first came. Just music. But that's not really that's not really the move when you that's not really the move. You coming from a place, you gotta get a job, you gotta work, you gotta do whatever you gotta do because doing music back then, I went to a studio. I'll never forget it. I Googled a bunch of studios in my area. Didn't have a car, didn't have like a phone with internet or anything. So I would like borrow my uncle's bicycle. And I didn't know where I was going, because whenever you type in the GPS from the house, when you get out that Wi-Fi range, it's over. So whenever you get to the end of that map on Google, man, you got to remember all the routes that you took to get to. I was lost for about 4 hours. And then I saw like on the way back, I was lost. When I went to the studio, I played a song that I had wrote back then for those guys, and they were like, "Yeah, it's gonna be $1,200 for this one song." I was like, "I don't even know." I was like, "I don't know what 1,200 looks like yet, man."
You know, that is amazing.
I know, man. And then I was like, "All right, cool. I'm not gonna get any help from this, because if you're doing something like, if you want to do something like that, it's considered like a hobby to your elders and stuff like that. I have to create a way on my own. So when I make my own money, and when I'm supporting myself under my own roof or whatever, then I can make these calls." So that was the whole motivation towards sticking with it after I moved.
That is amazing. And when you rode the bike, so you got there, they told you 1,200, and you was like, "All right, bro, I'm out."
No, I was actually I was excited. when I left, I went back. It took me forever to get back home because
Yeah.
I was riding. Apparently, I was riding towards New York.
Oh
You couldn't
man.
ride in the tunnel. Yeah, you couldn't ride
Raining.
through the tunnels or anything like that. So I saw some people at the side of the road. I was like, "Yo, how do I get to this part of Jersey?" They're like, "Yo, you're going the wrong way, man."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
5K.
no
Yeah.
lights, no nothing. Got the guitar strapped. Everything was
Oh,
just
that's
soaking
dope.
wet. It was like the dead of summer too.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Oh
yeah. So when
man.
I got home, talked to my uncle the next day. I was like, "Hey, I found a studio that I want to record in. These guys said they're gonna help me get the song off, and it comes with a package deal. They
Dope.
provide shows for me. They keep a percentage of the money, whatever I make from the shows, and da da
Yeah.
da da da." I'm still green because back home is different. Word of
Yeah.
mouth. No Facebook, no nothing. People just,
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
see you performing live, they just ask you.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't on Facebook like that for like music or anything.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, so came back and I asked him, he was like, 1,200 for a song? Nah, man, that doesn't sound. I was like, damn. And I
Yeah.
kind of like let it go. Yeah, I had to like let it go for a little bit.
We're gonna dive. I want to dive in. I want to pause it because I want to pick up right there because that's a great
Yeah,
segue. Because we're gonna find out that song if it came to life. But I'm gonna ask you that after we play the next one. If there's
yeah.
one you want to jump in there, but we have Act Up loaded to play next. If we can switch it up, whatever you feel. If there's one you want to speak on, let us know because hey, we're just up here unscripted.
Wow, man, you're good. You picking all the good ones, man. Whatever you feel, I'm with it. Just ask me whatever you want to know about it. Open book when it comes to these songs.
Let's
You
do it,
know?
man. Let's
Yes,
do it. Thank
sir.
you, Jay. This is
You're
Act Up.
welcome.
We'll DJ it in. Let's roll.
Why you gotta get tough? Why you gotta get tough? I met you on a Friday. Standing in line at the bodega. We didn't know it right then. We wouldn't get it together. I asked you out on Saturday. Right after asking for your number, we kicked it until Sunday. I always know you even though it's just met. You don't have to go, just hang tight. Can tonight just be your night? And I don't need to read your mind, just to know how to do you right. You can get it all, leave the drama at the front door. Tell me what you want while I'm whispering on your back, girl. Make your body wet, we ain't even in the bathtub. I can tell you like it by the way that you act up. I can tell that you like it by the way that you act up. I don't wanna hold back, I don't wanna hold back, girl, you know that. Cause the fact is that I'm falling for you. I can't fight it, I've been fighting, can't deny it. Cause you know it's the same with you.
Classic.
Yes,
Classic.
sir.
Shout out to
Fun.
Mama D. So my mom just joined, and this the thing about family and love. And I said, I'm hopping in at 7. Shout out to Mama D. She's a big part. Grand and Popsy of the basement. We're talking about basement and doing music. So
Yeah.
absolutely, shout out to Mama D. And this song, Act Up, I wanted to play it next because it has the live instrumentation of we're now visualizing you on your bike in the rain with the guitar on your back. So now we're picking up right where we left off right there with after the 1,200 was denied. What was the next steps? Because you got the music, you got the guitar.
Yeah.
How did you follow that?
So I followed that. Oh, fun fact about that song, Act Up, that entire second verse is a freestyle. I told him, don't turn off the recording. Yeah, I told him, don't turn off the recording. Let's
That's what
let
I'm
whatever
talking
is
about.
going to happen. And then he just
Do it
kept it. And
live.
I was like, ooh, yeah, it was
You
pretty
switched the
good.
flow up. That's the dope thing. You switched the
Yeah.
flow up, and I love that because it's like not everything you got to write and rehearse. Just hey, do it live. I love that.
Yeah. Shouts out to Mama. I can't see any of the comments or anything. So if she's still in there, shouts out to you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. But after that got denied, I started looking for jobs. and I got hooked up with a job working at this company that sell like bow ties and like ties and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was in like, I can't even remember whatever part of New York that is, but the company ended up moving to Far Rockaway, New York. So
Oh yeah.
every morning, me and my cousin hop on the train early in the morning, we get down there. I was trying to save as much as possible. And, you know, young bull trying to date and all kinds of stuff back
Of
then.
course. Yep.
It didn't really work out. You know what I'm saying? And but it helped though, in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
way, because when something like that happens and it doesn't work out, it puts you in a state where you either use what you have or you just like, you know, you stay stagnant. So
Yeah.
that helped with writing a lot more, even though some of those songs are not even like, most of them aren't even on this. None of them actually aren't on
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
project. Yeah, that was just all those were like throwaways that I had written because I was trying
Yeah.
to get something out
Yeah. Yeah.
of my system, you know. And I started working for this guy, but the money wasn't sufficient for what I
Right.
was trying to do. But
That's
I
right.
always kept my plans to myself. And if people ask me, I just got comfortable a little bit with saying like, hey, I want to do music,
There
but
you go.
you know, yeah. So I just stuck to like the whole YouTube thing. So I tried applying for America's Got Talent back then too, sent in a tape and everything, but
Oh yeah.
unfortunately, yeah, you have to have like your green card already to be able
No.
to. Yeah, so I didn't have any
Man.
of that. So I was
Oh
like, all right, well, I gotta scrap that idea.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I tried to get another job after that. I worked with this guy for a little bit. Complete piece of work though, man. I'm glad I left.
Hey, tell the
Yeah.
real. We want to hear the real story. So what was it doing? Was it something just
So it was
every day?
so I'm an electrician by trade, right? And an
Mhm.
instrumentation guy. Right?
Yeah.
I don't do that no more because, you know, I hung up that hat to pick up the music hat.
Love it.
Right? So I worked in Far Rockaway, New York for about 3 months with this guy. I worked with him, but the pay sucked.
Hey.
His attitude was garbage.
Hey.
And he just feel like he can talk to you. Like however, you know,
Tough.
he wanna talk to you, tell you about your mama, your this, your that,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, dang. But I'm respectful by nature. I don't care
Yeah.
how terrible people are to me. I would still be nice to them and you know, submit to whatever authority they feel like they have. Because if I allow myself
Yeah.
to not do that, yeah.
Team
And
good
I
guy.
understood, yeah, they didn't understand like the opportunity that I have right now, you
Yeah.
know? So I had to always keep that in the back of my mind. I have more to lose than them. I have more to lose than them. So
That's a real one.
yeah, so
That's,
I'm like, yeah,
a lot,
I'm
it takes a
like,
lot
all
of
right.
humility to even say that, because most of it is like, when you eventually left, did you give them a 2 weeks, or was it like, I'm out?
Hell no, I left the next day, man. I was like, so whenever I was dating that girl that I mentioned earlier, and well, she ended up just moving on, you
Yeah.
know, because she started acting funny, and then I was like, yo, do you need some space or whatever to you know figure yourself out? She was like, no, why are you asking me if I need space? Maybe you need some space. I was like, yo, what? I'm sorry, you
Honor is
know. And then the
scary. Yeah.
next day, I was like, hey, good morning, how you doing? And she was like, yeah, I need some space. I was like, dang.
Come on.
So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, put me in a little stupor for a little bit, and then one of my a friend of my way, I would say it used to be a friend of mine.
Yeah.
He came to like surprise visit me back then. I never forget it. It was around November of 2017.
Yeah.
No, I'm lying. It wasn't November. It was still winter time, so it was like February or something like that. It was
Yeah.
cold as shit. I remember it was cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
New York too.
yeah, he came to visit me, and when we went to trade school back in my home country together, I used to always say, yo, I'm gonna join the military whenever I move, because I know that
Yeah.
I'm moving
Yeah.
to the United States, and I'm gonna pray. I was heavy into art, like drawing and stuff like that then
Yeah.
too. I'm gonna do that, and I was heavy into doing the whole electrical thing. So that was gonna be my things, right? Being in the
Yeah.
military, continuing with art and music,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So when I moved, I forgot about that dream. You know, I tried to apply to the Air Force, but I went on the wrong website.
Oh
And I
man.
didn't know any better. Yeah, try
Yeah.
to do stuff in secret so your parents won't know, because they would never let me do
Oh
that.
yeah,
They
yeah, yeah,
wanted me
yeah. Of
to,
course.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so my uncle is an electrician by trade, my dad as well. So they want to keep me, in that
Yeah.
lane because yeah, I
Absolutely.
already did the stuff. But I was like, you know what? I'm in my room using computer, and I stumble across like the Air Force Academy commercials, right? So I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shoot, I can get into this.
Let's
They
get it.
PT test not that hard
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff, and I could pass one of these tests, if
Yeah.
I study and whatnot, because I'm like 4, 5, 6 years out of high school by then,
Oh
right? So
man.
all this
Okay.
stuff is just have to restudy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried and I signed up. And after I got done signing up, at the end of the application, it was like, so what is your degree? Like, what is your thing? So you have to have college to be a part. I was like, oh,
Interesting.
wait, they
Yeah.
didn't say that in the
Yeah.
thing. But I didn't know any better because I thought that was the same as like being in the Air Force, not knowing it's just the Air Force Academy, right?
Oh, that would have got me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I gave up on that idea. And after that, after the fact, my friend came and I took him to like New York the next day. I called in sick and I told that guy, hey man, I'm still like down and out right now. I
Yeah. Yeah.
can't
Of
make it.
course.
He was
Yeah.
like, all right, feel better soon and come back to work whenever. And we're walking in the World Trade Center around noon that day. It was like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And he saw like these two, they look like National Guards guy in like the army uniform. And he
Yeah.
looked at me and he's like, hey, when am I going to see you in one of those uniforms?
Calling.
And I was like, hey, go somewhere with me tomorrow. He was like, all right, cool. So that next day, I just went straight to the recruiter's
Wow.
office.
God's calling. Yeah. Oh my God. I
Yeah,
love it. And just completely
yeah.
on the, was that the next day? Like after you went to the academy, to sign up for the Air Force Academy by accident?
No, I didn't end up at the Air Force. I went into like, it's like a recruiting office and a recruiting office and it has all the branches in there. But I
Oh,
just went straight to Army because from high school, I had a friend that who's still in to this day. He's in Germany right now. Shouts out to my boy Ogle. He sent me like a video. It's like, yo, I'm asking all these questions about like what is it like being in the army and whatnot.
yeah.
He sent me a video of some guys blowing some stuff up, right? And I looked at it, I was like, yo, how do I do that? He was like, when you go, this he's like, when you go and you do the test, ask for this job. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. I was like, hey, let me sign up for infantry. I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it.
Man, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
service too, man. And Jay, are you still enrolled? Are you finally? Did you?
No, I've been out, man. I've been out doing this music thing for about 3, 4 years now.
Man, thank you for your service, and that also, man. Shout out to O in the chat. I was going to give him a shout between the next music break. He's also basically military, and thank him for his service. There's so many artists that
Hey,
we
man,
have.
thank you for your service, O&O.
Yeah, man. Team great guys, man. I think it's an amazing thing, and yeah, it means a lot. And how that led you there, we're gonna play. We got 2 more songs because I want to dive into more. So right now, where we're at in your life, getting to hear amazing story. The next one we have lined up now is Island Skin. If you feel like another one might fit it better, but that's the one we got. If it's good to go,
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
awesome.
Island Skin, man.
Let's do it. Island Skin, foreign, produced by Amari, written by JMO. Let's go.
Oh yeah. It's a little land skin, let me rain. Show me emotion, cover body broken thing. I don't see no ring, but the waistline wine, darling. When she show me about people even better. I told her she the type I wanna be my mama. But this girl out there, girl, nobody other than nobody else. So let me show, let me vibe. Cause you're gonna wine like only here for the week. So let me spend some time, time. You're the kind of woman I like. A foreign skin, a foreign thing, yeah. Let me tell a little boy, I can be a little tricky. Listen, gentle, licky, ticky, we can get a little freaky. Baby, you don't have to worry, I'm a repository. No other woman better for me than you. People are interesting, got me thinking more Diana than Wayne. Maybe it's the strength that I'm saying. Oh Lord, I've been thinking, yeah, you make my vibe.
Crushing it. Great vibes.
Yeah, I
Great
love
vibes
that
all
song,
around.
man.
Man, so the inspiration behind that one, because I can tell it's a real guitar, I think, right? Is that you on a guitar?
Yeah, I tried to do a little, it's
No,
always
it sounds
tricky
great.
sometimes. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Yeah.
It
The
sounds
inspiration
great.
behind that song is, whew,
Yeah,
I don't
dive
know.
into it, brother. Yeah, dive into
Yeah,
it, brother.
I wanted to pay homage to something like back home, and what
Yeah,
better way to do it than speaking of like the women,
yeah.
strong, beautiful, confident, and ain't nothing like a guy needs woman at all. You know, at least that's what we all think. You know what I'm
Talk to him.
saying? So
Talk to him, Drew.
yeah. So and like when I re-listen to that song and songs like it,
Yeah,
now I realize that subconsciously I'm writing about like somebody specific.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to create this ideal woman in my head. And now, like a couple years later, after writing that song, we never thought that we would ever put it out, you know? And
yeah.
now I have what I've been writing about for
My
so
brother.
long. And yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah, man, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. What's her name? If no, I don't want to put you on the spot, bro. That's like
Oh no, her name Jada. She cool, man.
I just want to throw you some brownie points, man. So
Yeah, man, she
alley-oop.
cool, man. She cool.
Shout out to Jay.
Getting married in about 47 days. So
Brother, hold on. Congratulations. So let's dive into that. Because this is real people. I want to and you said Jada?
yeah.
Jada, shout out to Jada, and real quick, how did you pop the question?
How did I do it, man? I went back home back in February. It was a weird morning. I got everything set and I was doing a run in the morning with one of my friends that I stayed with when I go back home.
Yeah.
I was doing a run with him. I was like, man, I feel kind of weird, like about this engagement thing. He was like, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like you should call it off? I was like, hell no. I feel like I should do it today.
No refund. Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, no, I feel like I should do it today, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I should do it today. So I have everything. I got it all planned out in my head. And of course, nothing ever works out like the way, the way that you plan it. But shouts out to God. He had a big role to play in it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, the night before, I was looking up, like, because I ain't never been engaged before. She's never done this before either. So I'm like, what should I do if I'm trying to engage? So Google was like, you should look up the weather, you should do all this. And I was like, damn, man, this seems too complicated. So I just left it, right? So the next day came around and she was like, hey, I'm going to go do my nails and I'm going to pick you up and then we'll go do what we have to do in the city and do all our runarounds and whatnot. So I'm sitting on the bed. I'm up early. I'm excited, but my heart is beating in my chest. So I got my backpack. I had got some like crocheted flowers so they last forever. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
Yeah. I didn't want to do the regular route. Like, cause I seen like people do it in movies and everything. It's always the same. So I was like, I like being,
mix it up.
Gotta give her something to remember. And I got everything set in my backpack. And before I came, I was like, hey, I've been probing her like in a way that she won't suspect. I'm like, yo, do you want to like shoot random content with me for this specific song, stuff like that? And one of the songs that I told her was Slow Dance was the song that I told her, yeah, I'm going to shoot like some random content because I want to use it for a music video. Hey, shout out to John, man.
Shout out to John Pearson. Yeah, I was going to say, we gave him a shout earlier. Thankfully he came, man. That's all possible right there, man. John, team, great guys, man.
Yeah. I got up that morning, did my prayers or whatnot, and I was trying to hurry up. And I looked out the window. It was all cloudy and gloomy, and I thought it looked like it was going to rain. But as I looked out the window, while I'm praying, God was like, don't worry, I got it. Right? I was like, all right. I was like, but I got to hurry up. I don't want to keep her waiting. He was like, as soon as you get done praying, she'll be here. As soon as I got done, put my thing back in my pocket, my phone, my backpack up, beep, beep.
Boom.
I'm outside. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know, because the ring is gold. So I was hoping that day she'll wear gold. She's not a gold person. She's a silver person. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And I'm like, the flowers are pink. I'm hoping that she wears pink today. I get outside. What do I see? She got on gold and pink nails done. All that. Man. I'm like, yo, this cannot. Yeah. We got through the whole day. It was a really long day. And I asked her about the place the spot that we went to is like her favorite like restaurant and stuff is by like the river. Yeah. Everything really calm, not a lot of people there. Beautiful place to see like the sunset. And that was my goal, to perform what I'm saying, to propose by the sunset. Money. So we got done with the whole day. Everybody's tired. I'm dead tired. We did a lot. You know what I'm saying? Doing deliveries and whatnot for her family, like business and whatnot. So by the end of the day, I'm in traffic and I look outside. It's still like cloudy and it looked like it's gonna rain. And I heard that voice in my head again. I was like, "Don't worry, I got it." Yeah. And I put my hand back in my seat. She was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm just, you know." So I was like, "All right." I was like, "We didn't really eat like dinner yet. Do you still want to go to the place? I really want to see what the hype is about and shoot some video." She was like, yeah, we can go. She was so tired and done with the day. She was getting kind of like agitated with the day alone and being in traffic. So we get there. I got everything in my bag. I was like, I'll bring the whole bag, got a camera in it because I don't want to, just hold everything in my hand. Yeah. We got there. The guy gave us a table. And she was like, hey, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be back. I was like, all right, cool. So I grabbed everything out of my bag that I needed, got the ring and the thing, put it in my pocket. Yep, no pressure. The camera out, to break the ice quick so she doesn't suspect. I pulled the camera out and I started like recording myself, just talking or whatever, goofing off to break the suspicion. I was like, hey, can you walk that way? It's like a little boardwalk into the river or whatnot. Can you walk that way? Yeah. So I could make sure the camera is like set and I could hear you. And I hid like one of those little clip-on mics inside of my jacket. So she didn't see it. And I was like, okay, turn around and look at the camera. Let me see if I could catch her entire frame and stuff. So she turned around, she got her arms out. I was like, put your arms out, let me see if I could catch like a width of you if I'm standing next to you. So she did it. And as she was looking like back that way, I grabbed the flowers and I put them behind my back. Right. And I hit record. I started walking towards her and everything. I was like, hey, started doing my little 2 cents. I was nervous, shaking hands, cold. Yep. And then, like clockwork, I'm looking at the sky and the clouds that were there when we got there, it just looked like nothing was ever there. Come on, man. And that voice was like, I told you, I got you. And it's like the hour is coming up because 5:30 on the dot, the sun was supposed to set. That's what I heard. Right? Yeah. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, I got to hurry up and do this. So I was like, hey, I got something for you. Then I said whatever I said. I can't remember. And I gave her the flowers. She was like, oh my gosh, I love these. I was like, I know, right? And I was like, hey, what is that over there in the water? Like, what is that? She was like, what? And she looked back at me. She was like, I don't see it. I was like, no, you got to look. It's like a boat or something like that. What is that? And then she turned around. She took a second to turn around. I'm down on one knee, got the ring out and everything. I'm saying what I got to say. Perfect sunset. It was beautiful. Come on, man. Oh, super amazing. Thank you for sharing that because, hey, God is great and completely blessed to your whole marriage, man. That is right there. What a beautiful start. And your wife, did she know it was coming or was she caught off completely? Nah, man. She didn't have no idea. See? Oh, man. Yeah, I even asked her too. I was like, did you see this coming? She was like, no. When you had the flowers behind your back, she was like, she didn't know what I was about to do. So I pulled the flowers out. So that kind of just like settled her a little bit. Because she didn't expect anything else. Just the flowers, And then she turned back around and I'm like, as soon as she saw me on my knee, she was like, oh my gosh, yes. I was like, wait, hold on. I got to say what I wrote something. I got to say what I got to say real quick. It's somewhere on my profile. Like the video of it that I took is somewhere on the profile. I'll post it someday. But she was like, this is mine. I want to keep this personally for me first before you decide to put it out or whatever. If you do, I was like, all right, cool. I could do that. Man, huge congratulations, man. I love that too. Man. And the wedding is coming up. You guys said in you got a August? Is it August? July wedding? Oh man, I can't wait, man. Congratulations. And before we get
to the last song, because there's two things I want to pick your brain on too, because it's one like because I don't know if it's a good segue to go into the AI stuff, because we're like right now we talking about marriage and love and stuff, but as far as like real emotions, like, but I will say, like, for guys, man, or anybody that's proposing, man, it's so much pressure, man. Like, you know, it ain't easy. Like, man, this is before you said you Google, but like before Chat GBT, like GBT wasn't here to help, like none of that. Like, it's like, man,
I
you got to
know.
think of something special.
Yeah. I
Sunset.
was Googling the weather and that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. Because that was the first thing I was like, after I saw the weather stuff, I was like, dang, maybe I
Yeah,
have to reschedule. As soon as I turned that shit off, I was like, He was like, don't worry, I got you. I'm like,
it's
all right.
good. Yeah, it's today.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man, I love
Yeah.
it. And from that, we'll jump over to AI. So AI is one that's like constantly, whether it's using AI in music or using it for metadata. How do you feel it fits into your life as a creator and just from what you do on a day to day? Being an actual real musician, how do you feel about
Yeah.
it?
I mean, it doesn't affect me personally, like music wise, because I don't use it for my music. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I seen like videos of folks using it for like ideas, but some people do use it to create everything for them, and then they use whatever it creates.
yeah,
But if you're gonna use something but still want to have that authenticity, you can put in an idea, see what it comes up with, maybe.
there you go.
And if you're, you know, depending on who you are, if you want to use it, you know, you can use it, but don't copy exactly what you gotta add some human element to,
Yeah,
you know? And like for me and Amari, man, we have this kind of pride to make stuff from, you know,
that's the fun
from
part. Yeah,
scratch.
yeah,
Yeah, but you know, it is like it is how you can take advantage of it, but not let it take away the essence of, you know, what you're trying to do, and then claim it as your own work. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All the lawsuits and stuff going on is because they're trying to track, like, literally where you got the inspiration from. That's the beautiful thing about when you create from nothing. It's just you and the guitar and just
Yeah.
inspiration diving in.
Yeah,
So
man. If they would put this much effort and energy into like paying the artists more for streams and stuff like that, we won't be in this. You know what I'm saying?
they
We won't be
lie.
in this kind of issue. But they want to control the product, but you know they don't consider like the realism that goes into it. You know,
Yeah. I
they
didn't know
want to
you could.
control everything that goes out.
Yeah, like I didn't know you could split a penny 8 ways. It's like if there was no digital currency, how you
No,
gonna split a penny? Like at least make every stream a penny. Like
I
what?
know.
That would be
It's so
amazing.
bad. And then the whole debacle about not wanting AI music but hiring the first AI artists or whatever the case
Yeah.
is. It's so ridiculous. So it's I don't know, man. The music industry, I don't know if it'll ever change because the people in charge are still making money, and the bigger
Mhm.
artists like mainstream artists and stuff like that, they're already up. So
Yeah.
it doesn't affect them. So they don't feel the need to say
Yeah.
anything about it. But
Yeah.
then the downside to that is like even music that doesn't make any sense, doesn't have a message, doesn't have anything productive to say or do. If
Yeah.
they lower it, those people that have no good message, nothing positive or nothing to share, they make money too. So it's like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, it
It is.
weighs.
It is. It's like a changing foundation a little bit where like you have the traditional old I got a record deal and this and I did
Yeah,
this album, but now it's pretty wild because you know we can tell what AI music is coming across and me personally it's like man it just don't talk to me. I can't I like to feel the soul and just feel the music, the emotions of it, and AI music is just I can tell just by basically what I feel from it. So even if it gets better, I just think the tech companies are now trying to get into the music industry, and it's just like, but you can't understand the music industry because in order to do what you're trying to do, you got to have the rights to do it, all the copyrights, and it might be
yeah.
messy until they figure it out. Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be messy for real. But I hope they figure it out. But still, it's like you can't. Like I love recording music and making it and stuff like that. And if it was like it is like back in the day where you had to sell CDs and you had
yeah,
to like go out and you know what I'm saying,
physical.
do a bunch of live performance, not a lot of people make it, man. Not a lot of the industry will be so thin and
Yeah,
only the few is gonna like only the real talented people are gonna make it, you know?
yeah,
But You know, everybody, you find a way as artists. Every artist has their thing. Some artists never touch the stage and they're great with like how
True.
they do things. And then other
Yeah.
artists that love perform, like myself, I love both of it. Like, but being in an audience and seeing like their live reaction and
Yes.
everything like that is
Yeah.
such, it's like a game changer and an eye opener to how powerful like this gift really is.
Yeah.
And you see what it does to people if it's used like negatively. You know,
Yes.
you got people doing a whole bunch of stuff and going crazy, and children listen to this stuff too.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
they're hyping it up. So that's how much of a hold. So if you don't protect the art,
Yeah.
you know, and Amari said it right, man. Nothing can replace an authenticity in the artist,
Come
man.
on, tell
Nothing
them,
can take
Amari.
that away. Because when I was on, doing the whole voice and stuff like that, one of the vocal coaches that was like helping out, working, I think his name is Peter.
Yeah.
He cried after I did my audition. And I was like, "What's
Oh,
wrong?" He was
you
like,
know.
"Your song has the breath in it." Like the breath of life in it, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like nothing can take that away. So I was like, yeah, that kind of stuff sticks with you.
Is it the voice though? When you guys and not to backtrack on that one, but you said the prevented you on you said the green card prevented the voice, but you went to auditions, but they weren't able to put you in. Or?
Oh no, that was American Idol.
America.
I was
Oh
still
man.
greening up. Oh, not American
Yeah.
Idol. America's Got Talent. I always get it mixed up. I didn't get to audition. I sent in like a tape, but
Oh
a
yes.
part of the application process is you have to be like some form of a citizen or a permanent resident. So
Yeah.
that had to
Yeah.
be like I had to squash that immediately because
Yeah.
I didn't have any of those things. Yeah.
Yeah. See, come on, because like right now we're looking like not only artists like yourself, music supervisors are big on real artists, and this is a coin they termed is bedroom musicians. So that means like anybody who just, I guess, I don't know, has a mic in their bedroom and doesn't really go
Yeah.
outside with it, right? So it's like you guys, shout out to John Pearson, recording live. I know John, he performs tours a lot, and yourself is doing
Man.
real shows, and that's super important, man, because that's a part of just sharing that craft and emotions, man. So I'm glad to hear from that for sure.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. And John worked hard, man. He's just always gone,
He
you
loves what he
know?
does too. Like
Yeah.
John, and that's the beautiful thing. It's like, man, he got a guitar in his hand and a big smile. Like it's literally like this is what I love to do, and it just shows.
In every picture, he's
Yeah,
like that for real.
yeah,
I call it
yeah,
the bass stance. The bass
yeah,
man stance. Anytime he gets it, you know he's locked into a groove whenever he gets that stance going and the head
yep,
bop.
yep.
He's in it.
And it comes through on every song he does. And that's the thing about real musicians is you love to do it. You're not looking at a clock pressing you at studio time. You're also not saying how much money we make off of that. And it's like, all right, I'm done. No, you're going to do it whether or not money comes or not. Whether or not Spotify raises that limit up or whatever. It's
Yeah,
like, man, we're going
for
to do
like
music.
4 cents.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
all
Speak
right.
into existence. Yeah. So we
Yeah,
got
man.
we got one more song left, and I'll let you choose if it's one that's we talked about your engagement, marriage. If it's one related to your wife, we have one song left. I can name a few. We got Cartel Romance, Four Seasons, Bedtime Story, Her Way. Anyone that you select.
None of those are pertaining to her. Those are like for my old.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
avoid
those
those.
are. Yeah, those are. Those are like especially Bedtime Story. That is what started all this. So
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, man. But she has a big role to play. I don't know. I can't remember if Slow Dance is on there at all, but
let's see, Slow Dance. I'll search right now while we're on here. We got, and I'll name a few while I search for that one. We have Honest, Polaroid, First Time, Still Love. Let's see, Happy
wow,
Tears,
Still Love.
Still Love.
Still Love is no man. Still Love is like I cried in the studio that day. Yeah, buddy.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
that's
one. You cool playing that one?
you can play it if you want to, but I ain't got nothing to do with her though.
Okay, let's do it. Well, we'll play that one. You know, air it out, and then the good thing is please hang with us because I would love to get a quote while we play this last song. Like we love leaving off because man, amazing travel getting here and just doing music and your passion, your inspiration that you show. Like there's no excuses. it's all possible, and literally and God is driving your way, brother. I love it. And hang with us, because I want to get a quote. It could be life related, music related, whatever you think. After we play this, man, and I'll let you close it up.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, Jay. Here we go. This is Still Love, written by Jay Ammo, produced by Amari. Let's go.
These feelings that I'm feeling don't feel good. No, yeah. My favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner doesn't taste as good. No. Can't go to grocery stores or shopping malls. Oh, they're just reminders of what we were. Won't even listen to my favorite songs like I want to, 'cause that's what we used to do. I would be lying if I said I don't love you. I still want to, but deep down I don't want to. Trying to turn off my emotions I have for you. 'Cause this feeling that I'm feeling don't feel good, though. No, it don't feel as good without you. Yeah. So
Crushing it, brother. Crushing it.
Yeah.
Man,
Man, that song. Whew.
Amari, shout out. He dropped in a comment. Amari said, "Made that man sing on this one."
Yeah.
Emotions,
Yeah,
man.
that man said, "Say it again." I was like, "Dang, bro, that was a rough night." We recorded an entire EP that night.
No excuses, man. That's amazing. So 5 tracks, 7.
Yeah, it was about 5. Yeah, it was about 5 songs. 5 songs on that
No
joint.
excuses. What's the studio vibe, man? You guys just basically, I mean, that's the basement. I think too. Like you guys just sit back, kick, no time constraint, anything, just whatever comes to you.
Yeah, we don't worry about time. We just talk about. He asked me one question, and then we go for it. He was like, "So what are you feeling?"
Yeah.
And whatever I say in that moment, we'll juice that until we have 4, 5, 6 songs, and then probably take a break or go to the next day. And he asked me the same thing again. What are you feeling? And I was like, yeah. And then we'll just go with that idea until it runs out. And then the next time, same thing. What are you feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, why I love that is because I feel like as like songwriters, and I feel like it's just me personally, I feel like you have to live life to write about it. And it's like, what are you feeling? Because, you know, I've never had a, thing where I just wake up and then go to the studio at 8 a.m. and then stay there and write songs all day. I don't know if I would enjoy that. It's like, I feel like you got to live life. You got to experience life, go to a function, go to a wedding, even go to work. I mean, I ain't trying to say that's the best thing, but it's like you got to live, whatever, do something, go to Walmart or something, but live life for inspirations. And that's a great question. What are you feeling today? And it's like, go off of that. Create with emotion. Shout out to Mark.
Yeah, that's what he said all the time, man. And it's like, he doesn't ask me like, what do I feel like making today? He's like literally talking to me like, how do you feel? Like, what are you feeling? Like, what are you feeling inside right now that you want to, or you feel like you got to say something about?
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. And like always, leave him to do what he's doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Sit in the corner and come up with something, you know?
Yeah.
And then we just go from there. And it always works out for the most part. We only have like, I would say 2 or 3 dud songs that we just gave up on midway because it wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And from doing that, which was really helpful, you got to know when to stop it sometimes and then move on.
Yeah.
Even though it feels, it's not like starting over, but it feels like that. Yeah. You got to continue on.
And you might come back to that later. You know, it's not like throwing it away, but in that moment, like, switch the beat. And it's kind of like a lot of people say, like, music is therapeutic. So even like how you feeling, it could be something where you feeling like you got something you want to say that day. And exactly like some of these songs, like you mentioned, getting it off your chest.
Yeah, that's what happened with Cartel Romance. That song took like a month to get back to, because the day we were making it, I was like, this is what I want to make.
Yeah.
And it didn't, I don't know. And no matter how many times I sang it or whatever, it didn't work out. And then when we let go of it, that's when Act Up happened.
Come on.
And then, and then Nervous happened. And then the next month he came back, and then we did Cartel Romance. And then it worked out properly because we wanted to have fun in the studio. And that's when Island Skin happened right after that.
Having
so
fun.
That night we probably made like 6-7 songs just out of pure fun.
Oh man. Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And Jay, only the beginning, brother. Thank you so much for taking the time. If you can leave the people with a quote, anything, I'll let you close it up, man. And man, thank you so much, man. It's been great.
Yeah, man. Just let me try to say something as positive as possible, but it's something that like I live by, and I'm learning how to understand it even more and more, even though it's so simple.
Yeah.
The same God that made the heaven and the earth is working with you every day. He's working with you every day. So you have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear, nothing to let your little heart get troubled about. Just give it to him and let it go. Just let it alone. You know?
Amen, brother. Amen. I absolutely love it.
It's simple. It's hard though. It's hard to wrap your mind around. It's so simple to say, but
yeah, absolutely. God is great. And I'll tell you right now, just from my end of doing these interviews, almost every quote at the end, Team Great Guys, is it a quote from scripture or involving God, and it says so much that your journey has been blessed so far. Many blessings to come. So I'm right with you, brother. And thank you so much.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you to the Push family, and shouts out to you, man. I appreciate the work that you do for everybody.
My brother, only the beginning, man. We're going to kick into a ton more, man. And Amari, thank you for joining, brother. Next time we'll get Amari in here for sure.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys, man. Have a great night, Jay. Thank you, guys.
You too, man. Be smooth.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Won't even listen to my favorite songs like I want to.
Let's let the hook come in. Go get this album now. Legacy, J Ammo.
I would be lying
Let's go.
if I said I love you.
Peace, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. We love you. Peace.